Hi, my name is Jess Lane, and this video is going to be over comparing decimals. So again, it's good to know your place value. So if you don't know your place value, go and watch that video that I did about place value. So when comparing decimals, you compare place value. Okay, so you compare the tenths to the tenths, the hundreds to the hundreds, 10,000s to the 10,000s, and so on. So what you want to do is kind of like addition and subtraction. You can line up your decimals and it make it a little easier. So if I'm comparing 0.82 to 0.4, 0.82 to 0.4, I can line up my decimals, 0.82 and 0.4, because then place value is under the same place value. The tenths are under the tenths, hundreds and hundreds. And again, if there's not a number under there, you can do the placeholder of the 0 to compare it. So to compare, you want to start the farthest left, okay? Just how we read. We read from left to right, so we got to read decimals from left to right. So the farthest left is our 8 and our 4. And since they're under the same place value, we can compare those numbers. Remember, we're comparing place value. So the 8 and the 4, which one's greater, 8 or 4? Well, 8's greater. So I know that 0.82 is greater than 0.4. As long as you are comparing the same place value, that is how you do it. And you do it reading from left to right. Because what if this happens? We do it from reading left to right because 0.325 and 0.328. So if I line those up, and eventually you won't have to line them up because you'll get really good at it. And 0.328, and I line up my tenths under my tenths, my hundredths under my hundredths, and my 10,000ths under my 10,000ths. I go from left to right. So here's my first comparison. They're the same. So if they're the same, I have to go to the next place value. 2's are the same. So I have to go to the next place value. Oh, we have different numbers, 5 and 8, and I can compare those. Well, 8 is greater, leaving that number to be greater, 0.328. Okay, and that's how you compare decimals.